Now that the assessment has been completed, you can move on to the case plan. Here, you will be able to start recording services against the issues that the client is experiencing, as well as add any new strengths or issues that might have emerged since the assessment was entered. Before you can start your case plan, you will need to ensure you have been assigned as the case manager for the client. Only the assigned case manager or an agency manager can create a case plan for a client. You can find information about assigning clients in the H2H user guide. Once you've been assigned as the case manager for the client, you can start the case plan. The date and time created will default to the current date and time, but this can be backdated if needed, as long as the date is within the current calendar month and the same date or later than the assessment. The first question asks whether the client has agreed to the case plan. Selecting No gives you the option to either continue without a case plan or end the client's support. If you will still be working with the client, but they are not ready to engage in case management, select Continue Support. The record will stay open, and you can keep adding services and unmet needs to the services screen in the intake menu. If the reason the client does not agree to a case plan is because you will no longer be working with them, you can complete and end support. This will be covered in the End Support Case Exit video. If the client is ready to engage in case management, select Yes and record whether any agreement has been signed and the date of that agreement. Any intake services still in progress will be closed once the case plan is opened, and if your client has any unmet needs, you will be given the choice of moving these through into your case plan or closing them off if they are no longer needed. To move unmet needs through to the case plan, select Include and then choose which issue and life domain you want to add them to. You can then select Save and continue to move through into your case plan. On opening your case plan for the first time, you will be directed to the plan summary page. This is always a good place to start when viewing a case plan, as it provides an overview of the issues your client is experiencing, any strengths and supports, and the status of each issue. You can navigate through your case plan from either the plan summary page or the left-hand menu. Just like your assessment, the case plan is structured into life domains and issues. In the left-hand menu, you will see your life domains in bold, with strengths, supports, and issues listed underneath. And on the plan summary page, you will see your life domains divided into boxes with the colour indicating the assessed risk level for each. You can add new strengths, supports, or issues from the plan summary page by selecting the Add Strengths Issues button. You can then choose the life domain and select what you would like to add to the case plan. Once you have added the details, select Save and Close to return to the plan summary, or Save and New to continue adding issues to the case plan. To start recording your case management supports, click on each issue to open it. From the issue screen, you can review the issue details and add services to reflect the supports that your client is being provided with or connected to. Before you can add services, you will need to select a goal that you will be working towards with the client. Once a goal has been selected, you can start to record assistance the client is receiving, as well as any unmet needs. Where at intake, services and unmet needs are recorded in one combined list, in the case plan, you should record these against the issue that you are working on with the client. For example, if your client has a mental health issue, you would record the services, referrals, and unmet needs relating to their mental health in that section of the case plan. There are a few small differences between adding services in the case plan versus the intake. When adding services to the case plan, you will see many of the same fields, and the 4 available delivery types are the same. For example, select the Provide Service Delivery type and use the Lookup Service button to select a service and element, just like you did when adding intake services. You will see a few changes, such as the Response Type dropdown, which now has the option of recording your assistance as a case plan response or a crisis response, and a new field, Service Progress. This field is a case management tool and feeds into a completion factor percentage that can be seen on your case plan summary page. The service progress field is not mandatory and is not used for reporting purposes. The last difference between an intake and case plan service is that a case plan service can be immediately closed as long as the date is not in the future. When you save and close, you will need to record a closing reason and confirm the closing date. Closing the service will allow you to utilize the repeat service function. Case plan services that are saved and left open will automatically close once they pass their end date, just as intake services do. Consented agencies who you might be co-case managing with are able to add services to your case plan as well, but there are a few steps you will need to take before they can do this. To grant access to your case plan to another agency, first, from the plan summary page, select the issues that the other agency will be assisting with. Once you've selected your issue, use the Add Service button to enter an internal service referral. For a reminder of how to enter an internal service referral, you can revisit the services training video or the H2H user guide. Once the consented agency has accepted the referral, they will be able to access that section of your case plan and record any additional supports they might provide. Now that the referral has been accepted, the consented agency can view the issue that they are assisting the client with and add any additional supports they are providing as provided services. Each provided service added by the consented agency will generate a notification back to your agency's referral inbox, which needs to be accepted by an agency manager. Let's return back to the lead agency. Your case plan is a reflection of both your client's complexity and the supports being provided to address those complex issues. So it's important to ensure that the issues present are an accurate reflection of the issues you are supporting the client with. You should consider your case plan to be a live reflection of your case management progress and ensure that you close off issues as they are addressed, so that you can reflect the progress you and your client are making in achieving their goals and moving towards a successful outcome. Information is sent off to the AIHW at the end of every month, reporting on the progress that clients are making in their case management. This is captured by looking at the status of all issues in the case plan and establishing the proportion of goals that have been met. For example, if a client has 5 issues and 2 have been closed off with the goal met, the client will be reported as having their goals met to some extent at the end of the month. Closing off issues in a timely way as they are addressed ensures that progress can be seen throughout the support period, which assists in monitoring the effectiveness of case management across the sector. If an issue arises again after previously being closed, you can reopen it using the Reopen Issue button. The case plan also contains a case notes function. Speak with your manager to get advice about whether your agency is using H2H for case noting, and visit the H2H user guide for instructions on using the function. Visit the cover page screen to see more features of the case plan, including the ability to set a review date, which will add a prompt to your H2H homepage when the review is due, as well as an export button, which allows you to download a PDF copy of your case plan. On the cover page, you will also find the button to create a case exit. Continue on to the End Support Case Exit video for more information about exiting your client.